speaking of teams, players that aren't getting respect, Tavares, does he deserve more respect?
Absolutely. The
And
guy scored. The guy scored his 500th last night in a game that nobody cared about because everybody was watching the Blue Jays beat the Dodgers.
There's a chance for Nyes in front, and John Tavares has scored his 500th. Difficult thing for a guy in an individual accomplishment like that in a tough game.
Is that one of the more quiet 500 goals you've ever seen?
honestly, probably just because of everything. Like it's kind of not his fault. I mean,
No.
they were in Columbus, right? So
Yeah.
I mean, like I don't even know they've had fans. But I think no, I'm joking. I'm joking, Jackets fans, relax. But no, I think with 500, like, does he deserve a little bit more respect? Absolutely. I think he's one of
Yeah.
these. I think he's one of these guys that because he's been there in Toronto so long, and they've had the collapses, and they've lost, and there's been issues and things of that nature, right? I think that's just unfortunately, until they win a cup, or if he doesn't win a cup, he's never going to be properly respected. Is he a Hockey Hall of Famer? Because I think he is, right? You'd have to
I think
say.
he is. I think he is. If he wins a cup, he's definitely in. But he's not gonna. It's not gonna happen while he's in Toronto. That whole team is a dumpster fire.
So, and this brings into a greater conversation of what we had, right? So we'll go into Tavares kind of being a little bit not respected, even by his own fan base at times. It's kind of ridiculous. Do you believe this Toronto team has enough to win a cup this year?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they'll make the playoffs.
Whoa.
I mean, they are so mid. They'll probably go. They'll probably make the playoffs as like a wild card. But you have Pittsburgh playing fantastic hockey right now. Tampa's going to come back. You know,
Tampa's been
probably
bouncing back. Yeah.
yeah. Ottawa's probably not going to do anything unless because they don't have Brady Kachuk for what another 2 months.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. I think you're right.
Um,
I mean, well, don't tell my Bruins team that they got spanked by him. Continue.
yeah, because and Shane Pinto's played over his head for Ottawa. But with Pittsburgh doing better, who's not going to make it though out of the East? The Rangers probably not. Ottawa probably not. I mean, we can unless there's like some miracle in Buffalo in the next 4 months. They're probably not going to make it.
I mean, I would love to see Buffalo make it. I think
I would too.
Yeah.
I would love to see Buffalo make it. Fantastic fan base. And if they made it, it'd be like them winning a cup.
Yeah, no, it would be. I mean, because it would be good for that fan base because it's been so long since they've actually won a cup. And I mean, even made the playoffs. I should say, not a cup.
Yeah.
But I think the Islanders. I don't see it. Bruins, I don't see it. Rangers, I don't really see it. Lightning, I do. I could see them making it. Buffalo, I think they could be. It depends. Like what version of Buffalo shows up. That's the biggest thing for me.
Well, it's the Buffalo team that's going to show up. They'll be like a dozen points out with like 2 weeks left, and then they'll go on a miraculous tear and
then
like,
just miss.
just miss by like 1 or 2 points. It's like I think in the past like 4 or 5 years, it's happened like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, I remember some years where they've started out extremely hot, like, oh yeah, this is the year, and then just whoop right back in the dumpster.
Yeah.
Ottawa, it depends on health. Philly, I think they're still a little green. So they got the Capitals, the Jackets, which I mean, but I do think Toronto makes it as like at least a wild card. The one thing though, right? They kind of benefit. Florida's been dinged up to all hell. And the Florida's going to be kind of a weaker team because you're missing Barkov, obviously. You're missing Matthew Tkachuk. Tkachuk brothers just can't, catch a break. And it just seems like attrition's kind of kicking in for the Panthers.
Well, they've played in 3 straight finals the past 3 years.
Yeah,
that's a lot of hockey,
dude. That is so much hockey. So I'm not speaking ill of them. I'm just saying this might be the year where it's like, kind of a lot of miles. Might need a break. And it's I don't think they miss, but it could be a little bit lower. So it gives them a chance.
Yeah.
Uh, I think it's going to be interesting here is if Montreal, because they have a lot of young talent. I've spoken very glowingly about them in the offseason with their prospects and their future and their system. Montreal has all the tools and everybody in the system to be a fantastic team. Can their youth keep playing well, and will this be the year you see the maturation of like, all right, guys, like we made it last year in the playoffs, like we're a playoff team going forward. That's going to be very interesting to see.
Well,
Because you go when you're from when you go for, can you be just the scrappy underdog, or can you become a consistent like performer? And so far they have been.
can I tell you something that would make me just smile?
What?
Is to see Montreal play Toronto in the first round and Montreal absolutely just handle them and watch just the Toronto fans just absolutely melt down because they, lose gentleman's sweep first round to Montreal.
Listen, it's I think Toronto's window's closed.
Yeah, it'd be
Uh,
Vancouver 2011 all over again.
I think when it comes down to it, Toronto's just not it. I think that
No,
they lost
that
Marner, and as everybody wants to bag on Marner, but they lost some talent, and I the proof is in the pudding, right? With that core,
yeah,
can't win the big games, can't win the big
no.
series, just can't do it.
It's Toronto is Edmonton East with no goaltending. Stolars, Wall,
I mean, to be fair, I would take Stolars and Wall over fucking Stuart Skinner. They're a lesser version of the Oilers. The Oilers at least made the finals.
yeah.
So I mean, I'm just being real there. I mean, Stoller's had a good year. I don't know exact stats. I'll even look at it right now, on top of my noggin. But I think that yeah, there's some truth to that parallel.
So now that we've completely strayed off the original thing, I have one question for you to kind of bring this back around.
Oh, it's Primo. That's right.
Does
He's playing. Good.
does Tavares have to get traded to another team to win a cup?
Does Tavares have to go to another team to win a cup? Yes, because it's not happening in Toronto. But does he
Uh
do
huh.
that? Does he just like want to constantly wear his Toronto footy pajamas and be known for that? I don't know. But
I think the
if
man wants a cup. If say I don't know what Tavares' deal looks like. He's got to be coming to the end of it though.
yeah,
I think he's probably if he has more than 3 years on his deal, I'd be guessing more closer to two. Um, say somebody like Dallas says, "Hey, you want to come win a cup?" Would he go?
probably. I mean, why wouldn't he? But would this is another question because I think this is his last year of his deal. Let me look at Puck Beatty real quick. I think this is the last year of his deal. If I'm correct. No, I'm incorrect. Oh yeah, because he signed another deal. That's right. So yeah, because last year was okay. Yeah, yeah. So he's only making 4.3 mil. That's right, because he signed in the. I'm sorry, I forgot. Um, if I'm the Dallas, if I'm Dallas, if I'm a team that needs a center that can not be a number one anymore, but a solid two, I'd give him a ring. If I'm Tavares, I'd be like, listen, man, like this team's dog shit. I'm never gonna win. I need to go somewhere else.
You know who could use a second or third line center? Us. I'd be okay with them in an Avs uniform.
What would you give up? Like, the one thing is like, what would the Maple Leafs want for him?
Oh, the Maple Leafs would want the Sun, Moon, and Stars because they're all morons. But I could see, give them somebody young like Ross Colton and a draft pick.
Would you give up a first for Tavares?
No, second.
A second.
Ross Colton in a second, and I would make that happen. I
That's
like
not.
Ross Colton a lot.
Yeah.
Ross Colton's still young, and he's not a big scorer. He's got grit. He can score. He's got fairly good hands.
Mm.
But it's just like, hey, we'll take the contract. We'll give you a second round draft pick in Colton and maybe a prospect.
Yeah.
And
I
I
mean,
could,
yeah.
and then you know what? He's got all that firepower ahead of him, and he's just got to go out there and just score, do his thing. I'd be happy with him on a line with O'Connor and frickin' who else get pushed back there? I'd have to look, but yeah, third line center or even second, and let Gabe go back to the third line and just let him beat the hell out of people. Absolutely.
I mean, shoot. I mean, if they could somehow make that happen,
I'd be all in. Hell yeah.
it would be a terrific friggin' get for the Avalanche or any team that's looking for a guy.
Well, yeah. I mean, not just my team, but any team in general. Hell, I know who could definitely use it. Florida.
I don't think they could even make room for the 4. That's the problem. I think they're pretty straight up.
Yeah.
They're pretty up against the cap. I'd
Or
actually
what
even have
about
to look at.
or interesting because we seem to like the hypothetical trades for this team. What about Anaheim?
Listen, Anaheim's got plenty of cap space,
They do have plenty of cap space and plenty of young guys to trade in.
and then the crazy thing is, yeah, you got some UFA situations kind of coming up, but funny enough, Kreider gets off the books, and then some of these guys get off the books in a couple of years. It's going to open up oh Jesus Christ, that's going to open up another 18 mil, 18.6. Yeah, that's 12.5, so 17.5 mil with Strome, Killorn, and Kreider. So it's just, I mean, I think when it comes down to it, the Ducks would be an interesting situation. There's some teams out there, if they have, if they're contenders. If I'm the Ducks, I'll say this, this is kind of getting a little off track, but we'll just kind of keep
off.
with this. We don't give a fuck. We're irrelevant. Who cares? When it comes down to it, if I can get Tavares on the Ducks and I'm a true contender, I'm playing good all season, add a little bit of veteran leadership. I mean, he's not a winner, but you can add some proven point production and a guy that's been there, done that, kind of learn hey, don't do this, learn from my fuck ups and then get some success. I mean, hey, could be a nice boost. I'm not trying to poo-poo Tavares, but I mean, I can't sit here and be like, teach him how to win, boys, when he couldn't do it. So, but he's probably a great guy, but, I'm not going to sit here.
It.
You can do it, boys. I believe in you. Do what we couldn't do. But
what is that, the Mickey Mouse of hockey? Jesus Christ.
But, when it comes down to it, it could be a good get. I would love to see the Ducks also make the playoffs this year.